Video is going to be looks versus the web. See, I did one when it came to money. I did one when it came to the skills. But there's some men that think if they just can use the power of the internet to promote themselves, they can get laid and have sex with beautiful, attractive women. So I gotta talk about the advantages and the disadvantages of the power of using the internet, and how it can help beat out looks, but how sometimes it can sometimes fail when it comes to the looks of physical sexual attraction. So it's a compare and contrast video, because each video in the series is supposed to explain why different things are supposed to help go with the sexual attraction. It ain't just money, looks, and status. There's other factors that contribute to it. And some YouTubers leave out certain stuff intentionally on purpose so they can mislead and misdirect certain viewers when they watch videos. I'm not saying I'm any better. I'm just trying to explain to you where the problems and the complications come in. Now let's look at the web. See, a lot of men talk shit on the internet to black women, white women, Mexican women, because they're sexually frustrated, and a lot of these men are not physically sexually attractive to the opposite sex. So when you go 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year bitching and complaining that women don't pay no attention to you, is because there's lots of competition in the real world. You know, if a guy plays basketball, that is enough for a woman to look at him, because playing basketball is his identity. It is his status. So she's going to pay attention to him. He doesn't have to open his mouth and say, I play basketball. If he plays football, he ain't got to open his mouth and say, I play football, because she's going to see it. Now, let's use a job as a prime example when it comes to that. Jobs, a lot of times, depending on what you get, may be the thing that helps you or hurts you. You know how they say in sports, this can make your career or this can break your career? Well, think of jobs as an example, like a security job, right? If you're a security guard, most definitely people are going to disrespect you because they see that you don't have no gun, you don't have no handcuffs, you don't have no badge, you don't have no pepper spray, you don't have no taser. So they're like, you're low-level security that just watches the area, 5 days a week, 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. You're just a security guard that just watches a building. And women don't find that physically sexually attractive. The only women that find you being a security guard as an authority figure is women you don't find physically sexually attractive. You get women that's 200 pounds, 300 pounds, 400 pounds, that they think it's cute that you're a security guard. So you get all these fat women trying to pay you attention. Then you get women who are old enough to be your mother or grandmother. You get women with kids. Then you get these women that are not exactly beautiful, but they're ugly. And you're scratching your head like, why I keep getting all the women that I don't find physically sexually attractive? It's because your job as a security guard, without the gun and without the badge, it lowers your status value. Whenever they say sexual v market, they're talking about how high or how low your value is to the opposite sex. So whether you're trying to get the attention of black women, white women, Mexican women, Asian women, women from foreign countries, women that's mixed, doesn't matter if you're trying to go after women from the ages of 18 to 29. The problem is it depends on your job. Your job, when they say what's your job title, what they mean to say is your status. Do you have high value or low value? Now let's use another job that represents power and makes a woman talk to a man without having to say, this is my job, this is my job. Being a police officer, right? Being a police officer is an authority figure. They're in to enforce the law. That comes with a lot of power, to the point where a woman will walk up on a police officer and say, oh, he's a police officer. So he gets more respect and more credit because he's a police officer. They see the gun, they see the badge, they see the taser, the pepper spray, the nightstick. They know he makes $40,000 a year. He's making $40,000. Sometimes if he gets a raise, it might be $60,000 or $70,000. Of course, government takes half, but they know he's making a lot of money. They know he's putting his life in danger. He's putting his life in risk so he can be an undercover cop. So if you're a police officer or an FBI agent, you got high status. Hell, if you work for the government and you work for the CIA, that's high level status. So if you're a police officer, an FBI agent, a CIA operative, that's high status jobs. Those are no longer jobs, they're now careers. If you are a manager, that brings some level of status to where people know that you're the man with the plan. Same thing if you're a firefighter. There are some women that find firefighters physically sexually attractive because, again, you're putting your life in danger. You're putting your life on the line. So there's a reason for a woman to take your job title, your status, very serious. Now, when these jobs help you, the only time you can be outshined if you're a firefighter, a police officer, or you work for the FBI or the CIA, the only time those jobs or those careers can be outshined is if you're rich and famous and you're 20% of the, rich men. That's when you can be outshined. So if a basketball player show up, only then nobody listens to the police officer. If a football player show up, nobody listens to the firefighter. Now, if you bring in somebody like a governor or a senator, nobody listens to the FBI and the CIA because they have even higher level of status. Now, you might say, what does this have to do with the internet? Well, a lot of men think that if they get a YouTube channel, that this is to promote them to get women's attention. Now, the strongest advantage you got is the more subscribers and the more numbers, the more views you have, the more people respect you, the more people like you. The less subscribers and the less views, the less people respect you. Now, if you ain't got no subscribers and no views, no one respects you. And sometimes this can hurt you. You can put up 15 YouTube videos in 9 months, and in 9 months, nobody watches those videos. Then maybe 2 years later, you probably got 5 subscribers and only 50 views, and that's as far as you go. And then maybe 7 years later, you probably got 100 subscribers and anywhere between 100 to like almost 700 views. So it all depends on your work ethic. The more work you put into your YouTube channel, the more people are going to comment in the comment section. Sometimes you get good comments, sometimes you get bad comments. Now, YouTube can bring you some status, but that doesn't mean everyone's going to watch your videos. That doesn't mean everyone's going to like your videos. That doesn't mean everyone's going to take a liking to your videos. There are days where I make videos, some people like my videos, some people hate my videos. Some people go, he knows what he's talking about, and some people go, he don't know what the hell he's talking about. It's like it's 50-50. Now, you might get women who watch YouTube videos, but to make them watch your videos, it goes back to the golden rule. You got to have a lot of subscribers and a lot of views. Now, you could be talking dog shit about women. You could be talking about how women are bitches and hoes, how they're rude and disrespectful, and some women will watch your YouTube channel even though you're talking shit about the opposite sex. Because to her, YouTube means you have some type of status for her to pay attention. So when guys start messing with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, or whatever you call it, that is to get the attention of beautiful, attractive women from the ages of 18 to 29. You're trying to get the attention of a girl that's 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, 22, 23. That's whose attention you're trying to get. You're not trying to get some mother or grandmother's attention. You're trying to get women that you find physically, sexually attractive. All the young women that blew you off and ignored you in high school and college, they all have Facebooks. They all have Twitters. They all have Instagrams. And when you be trying to go on these social media pages and trying to get seen and get heard, you have to promote yourself. See, YouTube and Facebook is to promote yourself. So can you get laid by using the internet? The answer is yes. Like, there's a 60 to like maybe 75, maybe on your best day, 80% chance you might get laid. But like all I say in my other videos, don't be shocked or surprised that the women you get are not physically sexually attractive to your liking. You might get some women fat and out of shape. You might get some women that's 200 pounds, 300 pounds, 400 pounds. They give up the ass because they've seen your YouTube videos. And you'll be like, what the hell? I got all these views, all these subscribers, and all I get is fat women talking to me? Or I get somebody's mother or grandmother talking to me. And it all depends on what you put on the internet. If all you do is make videos about sports, you're gonna get people that love sports. If you talk about music, all you're gonna get is people that talk about music. If you talk about movie reviews, then all you're gonna get is people that talk about movie reviews. So it all depends on what you put on your channel. Like the difference between a talented YouTube content creator and a boring YouTube content creator is that if you talk about the same thing for 9 months, at some point people are going to get sick and tired of it and want you to change up your content and talk about something else different. Then the ones that mix it in like I do, I'll talk about basketball, football, sports, fitness, sex, life. I'll try to change it up and try to make it fun and exciting. Sometimes I might do voice impersonations of certain animated characters, or I might make fun of some movie characters to try to make you laugh and fall out your damn chair. I might say something crazy and absurd, and you might spit out your Coca-Cola or your Pepsi and say, what the hell this man just said? So it all depends on what you present to the audience. And like I said, there are cases where this blows up in men's faces because some of the best YouTubers, they're not physically sexually attractive to women. You got some YouTubers that they got a lot of views and a lot of subscribers, but they're not someone that a girl will go, okay, I'll let them take me out to lunch or dinner. Then you have YouTubers who are physically sexually attractive, and that's like a small percentage. Guys like O'Shea Duke Jackson got a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, but he ain't getting his share pick of hot, attractive women. And he works his ass off. So that's a prime example on being on the internet. It's to promote yourself. It is to get your face seen to the world. And sometimes that can work against you. Because, you might have people at work who might see your videos, and if they don't like you talking shit, then you might get confronted face to face, and that might be grounds for a fight. So that's why I said that can work against you. They see your videos, they get very critical of your videos because you might be talking about them. Like you might say, well, this girl blew me off at work, and she is not stupid. She can put two together and go, oh, he's describing me because I'm the one that rejected him at work. I'm the one that had him in the H&R's office 3 to 5 times because he made me feel uncomfortable. So now you got a situation where you make videos, you express how you feel in a good way and a bad way, but you're talking about the girl that rejected you at work or at school, and she accidentally comes across your YouTube video. Yeah, now you got a problem. And that's why I advise you not to show your videos to all your coworkers, because just because they like your videos, that doesn't mean everyone likes your videos. Managers, supervisors, they can get pissed off if you talk about how you can't stand them at work, and they'll go, oh, so that's what you think about me at work. You think I'm an asshole, you think I'm a jerk, okay. And then they'll start fucking with your hours, start fucking with your money, and then you have a case of, I'm gonna make your life a living hell because you talking shit about me on YouTube because I'm a manager, or I'm an assistant manager, or I'm a supervisor, or I'm an assistant supervisor, or I'm a team leader, so you don't like me, so you talk shit about me on the internet, or you talk about me on Facebook. Okay, alright, I got you. So that sometimes can blow up in your face, and instead of working to help you get laid, it makes it harder for you to get laid. So some YouTubers can get away with using the internet, and some it just don't work. And that's the advantages and the disadvantages of trying to use your jobs as status. So when I put this in the description, I have to put looks versus the web versus your job. Because some men will try to use, I'm a police officer, I'm a firefighter, I work for the FBI, I work for the CIA. They'll try to use them type of jobs to get laid.
And you see police officers, they be getting them some pussy. Don't be thinking police officers don't be getting no action. They get more action than the average man. Firefighters, they get more ass than the average man. CIA operatives, FBI, they get more ass than the average person. It's when you throw in a basketball player or a football player, you create competition. Same thing on the internet. A lot of guys be thinking if I just make a YouTube channel, I'm gonna get all the hoes, and instead of getting the women that they like, they get women that they don't like. They be get some grandmas hollering at them. They be like, what the hell? So YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter and Instagram can help you. The problem is it doesn't always go the way you think it goes, which goes back to the looks. Once again, looks win because if you're physically sexually attractive, what a woman is trying to do is make you have everything. That means a woman wants you to have the money, the looks, the status. Like the sex game, right? I already made a video about how you gotta learn how to have sex. Some guys will say, well, my sex game is good. And then guess what? You gotta have all of it. That's why I said even sometimes the internet can fail. Because if a girl look at your video and then she look at another YouTuber video that has 25 subscribers and almost 50 million views or some shit like that, well, she ain't gonna watch your YouTube videos no more. So you have to understand that it's 50-50 on the internet. By the end of the day, the looks can beat out the internet because if a woman think you look good, then you ain't got to worry about nothing else. So you understand why I say it's going to be looks versus the web versus the jobs. So basically I'm making where this one will fight two other entities. And you see what it should be is you should use your looks, your status, your money, and your job title and your skills, combine all of them together. That will make you more valuable and you will attract more women if you put it all together. If you take all the pieces of the puzzle and you put them all together, take all of them together, you will make yourself so different from the rest of the men that that woman will always gravitate towards you because you have everything. Money, looks, status, career, you're on the internet. If you market yourself like this, you design clothes, you make yourself so marketable to the point where can't nobody stop you, and then that's gonna make women look at you. Then women will have a reason to watch your videos. There are stories of guys who make videos, and then all of a sudden, the same woman that rejected him 5 years later, or 7 or 8 or 9 years later, finds out he has a YouTube channel, and she goes, so I hear you talk shit on the internet. And that guy will try to play it off and laugh, and then it'll come to find out she find that man physically, sexually attractive. But like I said, it's 50-50. That doesn't mean you're going to always get some ass because you got a YouTube channel. Sometimes when people see your videos, they can just look at you and say, oh man, I think this man look gay. Or I think this motherfucker's retarded. So just because somebody say just make YouTube videos, it'll help get you some ass, guess what? It don't always go the way you want it to go. You can make 50 videos and only have 10 subscribers. So it can always blow up in your face. But if you look good and you manage to have YouTube videos and it works in your favor, then you can't go wrong. So someone might say, what about a car? I'll make a completely separated video about when does the car help you get some ass and when does the car works against you getting some ass. I already made one on my old channel, but I guess I could make a revised version and try to explain the concept once again. Because on this new YouTube channel, some people might ask the questions on videos that have already been made, and I might have to make those videos over again. Until next time, peace.